Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Alliance channel. I just want to cover a couple things here that you may have missed in all the, everything going on around the world. Let's see. Let's start with, for you country music fans, have you heard the latest about Brittany Aldean? Yes, that is the wife of Jason Aldean, a very popular country music superstar. Apparently on Instagram the other day, she posted something about she's happy that her parents didn't change her identity back when she was being a tomboy. Okay. Because of this, the PR company up in Nashville by the name of Green Day has dropped Jason Aldean. Okay. Now, we need to get behind this guy. Okay. She made a simple, innocent post, and then he got dropped from his PR. Number two, the new thing going on in the school these days, trans species. They like to be called furries. What that is people that identifies as being a different kind of animal. For instance, one particular one particular person, can I even call it a person? One particular species wants to be identified as a cat. Now, I'm getting ready to be 60 years old, and I remember back in my day, we used to call that crazy. All right? The schools, we'll follow this under wokeness, is wanting to put the kitty litter bins in these schools. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. If one of my kids came home and saying they wanted to be identified as an animal, then they would eat out of a bowl, they would drink out of a bowl, they would go outside and do their business. Man, the world has gone nuts. Speaking of trans, number three, there's a teacher in Ireland. Now, keep in mind before I get into this that he was a teacher of a Christian school. Okay, he was suspended for not using trans pronouns. Now, again, a Christian school. After coming back to his job, he was then jailed because he refused to adopt the trans pronoun lingo or identity or whatever you want to call it. He was jailed and said that because of his Christian belief that he could not adopt that kind of hypocrisy. Okay? Man, I just have a problem absorbing this. Even the Bible talks about in the latter days, right will be wrong, wrong will be right, paraphrasing, of course. This is the epitome of stupidity. You want to make everybody happy, regardless of how crazy they are. And quite honestly, I know this is in Ireland, but getting back to the furries, the trans species thing, they are trying to do everything they possibly can to win votes in this coming November election. All right. Oh, now let's get on to number four. Did you see this yesterday? Where who was it? Schumer and Pelosi and Kamala. They was bragging about passing the Inflation Reduction Act. I'll play a little bit for you. Watch this.
Look at this crowd. So, this is a great and celebratory day. We're here to talk about things that matter to families, lowering costs, creating jobs, and helping them make ends meet. What are the MAGA Republicans doing over in the Capitol today? Introducing national bans on abortion. Just unbelievable. Now, the day President Biden took office and Democrats assumed the majority in the Senate, I promised we would work with him to tackle the biggest challenges facing our country. Today, we're here to affirm that the promises Democrats made are now promises Democrats have kept. And we're going to keep going. The Inflation Reduction Act, passed by Congress a month ago, will go down as one of the most important legislative feats in decades. Thanks to this bill, not a single Republican joined us to make these new investments and new jobs possible. Not one. That's the difference between the two parties in a nutshell. While MAGA Republicans are fixated on their extremist agenda like a national abortion ban, Democrats are focused on creating jobs, lowering costs, and bringing the country together.
Mr. President, Madam Vice President, Leader Schumer, colleagues, staff, again, let's hear it for the staff because the staff has made such a thing. And so many friends. What a thrill it is to be here to celebrate this life-changing legislation, making the Inflation Reduction Act. Inflation Reduction Act, so beautifully named for all that it does.
Now I'm going to break in right here. This is what the Dow looked like when they were celebrating passing this new legislation.
As the name suggests, this landmark law is cutting costs and inflation fighting and driving down costs for kitchen table items for America's working families. Mr. President, thank you for unifying and inspiring a vision of a stronger, fairer, safer future for all, for our children. Your extraordinary leadership has made this glorious day possible. That's an applause line.
Okay, so there you have it. I'm going to spare you the rest. You're welcome. Actually, I'm only doing that because I can't bear to listen to no more. So Saturday, we're going to be doing a live stream at about 1900 hours Eastern Time. So if you guys have any questions, need some clarification, what we're all about, be sure to be on there, and I look forward to seeing you then. Have a good evening, y'all.